Look at this, guys, we have a gadwall. This is one of the new bird species. I need to take this down. Hello my friends, and once again welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're back out here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, and as I promised you guys, it is Wednesday, so we're going to be doing my first ever Red Fox Great One guide. Now I'm going to be teaching you guys everything that I know so far. I've been hunting foxes for the last 24 hours, learned quite a bit of things, and I'm going to share with you guys everything that I know. As I learn more information, I will continue to create more Fox Great One guides and update them as time goes on. If you guys want all the best information, I highly recommend joining my Discord server. The link is down there in the description. Make sure you guys do go down there, smash that like button, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, here we go. I'm really excited to see what this thing looks like up close. He's about 200 yards out. We're just going to aim slightly high. I'm 0 to 164. My dude has asthma, I swear. Okay, that'll definitely do him. Make sure you guys do stay until the end of the video here today, because I'm going to show you guys absolutely everything that you guys are going to need to know to find your drink zones, get set up, and start grinding for the Red Fox, and hopefully spawn yourself that beautiful Red Fox Great One. We have no idea what they look like yet. No pictures or anything have been released to the public, besides the fact that we do have a Fox Great One, and it is possible to spawn them. Okay, so this is a gadwall, 1045.30, 1050s diamond, and they are, they're pretty cool looking. Go ahead, guys, let me know down below in the comment section, how are you guys liking the new map so far? I absolutely love it. I've been doing nothing but hunting it for the last few hours, for the last day actually, and I'd give it a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10. It's pretty dang good. And also, guys, I am going to share with you a hotspot map here at the end of the video, show you absolutely everywhere that you can find foxes here in Sceudule Park. To my understanding, there is about 35 to 40 drink zones, so really not that bad, just about as much as the fallow grind over in Tiawaroa. And without further ado, my friends, let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright guys, so the very first thing that you guys are going to need to know about the fox grind is it is basically a free grind. As long as you have a map with red foxes on it, you guys can use the Ranger 243 with soft point bullets, and it will kill them no matter where you hit them at, even if it's not vital as demonstrated here a few seconds ago. And this is not your normal grind. Yes, you're going to be grinding drink zones, but kind of similar to the tiger grind, because of the fact that they are predators. Most of the time, like 90% of the time, they're all going to be solo zones, meaning that once you shoot a fox, that zone will vanish. Now, if you have a zone with females and males in it, you could shoot the male and the zone will not vanish, but unfortunately that male will not respawn because it is still technically a solo zone. At least in the fox universe, that's what I've found and that's what my community's found. Because of that fact, you guys are going to have to shoot males and females. Now, I know that's entirely different. Most of the time when we do Great One grinds, we only shoot males, and for herd management, mid-levels and above, leave the low levels. Kinda still going to be doing that process, but don't worry, I'm going to cover absolutely everything today. The very first thing that you guys are going to need to do is go ahead and just literally start hunting foxes. Now, most of the time you'd have to find all your drink zones, then start hunting foxes. That's entirely up to you. For me, I'm hunting them as they go, just because of the fact that when I go back to hunt the drink zones, there's no point in setting up with a tent and tripod on every drink zone, on every male drink zone at least, just because of the fact that that zone is going to vanish. Then you'd have to pull the tent and move to another zone. Now, what I've been doing is I'm just going to start placing tents in like intermediate locations, just kind of making it easier to jump around, if you guys know what I mean. Easier to find the foxes in general. I'm going to show you guys exactly everywhere that you can find foxes here on Sceudule Park in just a second. The first thing that you guys are going to want to do is go ahead and get yourselves a good loadout. Like I said, I highly recommend the 243 with the soft points because it's basically entirely free. The ammo's free and the gun is free. But if you guys have another gun that you like to use, go ahead and do that. I mean, you can use the 300 to kill any typical fox if you want. It'll definitely take them down quite easily, but the ammo's pretty expensive, so I'm just going to use the 243. So guys, foxes drink 17 to 20 in all maps, and really the only places that I've found them here on Sceudule Park, you're not going to find them inside of these like murky areas, up in here, around in here like that. More or less on the edges of every single water area. So like, lined up with this outpost right here, you're going to find them all the way down into here. Same thing on the other side. You guys are going to find them from here all the way down to here, all the way down to there too. You guys can find them all through these rivers, all around this lake up here too. You're not going to find any here. From this part of the northern coast all the way across this little murky area here, up to about here. Then you can also find them all the way up into here, down into here. You're going to want to search all the way down this river here, not into any of this area here, just all the way down the river, down this side of the river here. Like I said, this side of the river too. You guys are going to find them all the way down here, on both sides of this river. And you're also going to find them on the edge of everything in here, left side of it as well. Search all the way down into here, all the way down the pier here, and all the way around, starting from here, all the way around down to here. So pretty much the edge of every water source, just not in the centers of the water sources, just along the edges. So the inner edges, outer edges, you're going to want to search all the way up here. So basically what you guys are going to want to do is go ahead and jump around your map searching for foxes. Shoot the level 5 males and above. Shoot all the females. If the zone is just females, then don't worry about the zone. But if it is a male and a female, you're going to want to shoot that female, because if you shoot the male, the zone will become a female only zone and your male will not respawn. So essentially what you're going to want to do is shoot the male and the female, and then you should get some pretty good consistent respawns. Now we haven't really figured out any home ranges or methods yet. As soon as I do, I'll definitely make a video on that. Like I said at the beginning, this is just everything we know so far. Yeah, it's not looking like it's gonna happen. And our fox is a floater. Great. We're gonna have to come back here and shoot that female later. Now, one thing to note about foxes is you should definitely be setting the time to 1800, not actually before 17 or a little bit after 17, because of the fact that the foxes aren't gonna be in their zones till about 1800. Sometimes I find, like, I'll come to this lake here. This is the second or third time I've rotated through here in the last 24 hours. And sometimes I'll get here, there won't be any foxes, and then right before the drink time ends, I'll come here and there'll be 2 of them. So far, there's always been a male and a female. It's kind of hard to shoot them both at the same time, especially on this side of the lake, and then from this point on, what I'm going to do is go to the next location. Any location that you can possibly find foxes at. Now, you're not going to be able to get every single zone, every single rotation. What I'd recommend doing is picking a series of zones for your first rotation, and the second rotation go to zones you haven't hit yet, and then if you have any left over after that, go to those. So it might take 2 or 3 rotations to hit all your zones, but on that 4th rotation, you're going to come through, and then you'll see all your respawns, and then just continue rotating over and over and over again, until eventually, you spawn yourself some diamonds, maybe some rares, and possibly even that great one too. It could literally be 10 kills and you could have a great one, you never know. I would also definitely say that herd management is going to help a ton, just because of the fact that once you get zones shot down, that's going to be less zones that you're going to have to go visit every single rotation, and it's just going to make the grind a whole lot faster, a whole lot more efficient, and a whole lot easier. So I do plan to shoot the males that are level 5 and above. I'll leave any males below that unless they're rare. If you guys don't know how herd management works, I definitely recommend checking out my herd management guide. It's the same for foxes, it's the same for every species that you're herd managing. You can herd manage any species, and it's literally just going to make it so you're going to rotate off of like 6 or 7 zones, sometimes more, sometimes less. My fallow grind over in Tiawaroa is super herd managed, and I rotate off of like 10 or 11 zones. So okay, we have a fox up here. I have no clue where. I have no visual. My wind is not very good. As soon as I can see him, I'm definitely gonna blast him. I just need to get his zone first. I spooked him. Dang it. Oh. Okay, well, there's one of them. Can I please see you? Okay, it's a 5. We have the zone now. Yes, we have the zone, so we're gonna come back. I'm gonna go place a 10 on the other side real quick. Okay, we have a 7, and we have a 4. We're gonna shoot them both. Alright, that looks like it's just about it. I don't see any other fox at the whole lake. Okay, we got perfect broadside shot. Squid's still getting used to the small game shooting, so, you know, this could go good, or it could go very, very badly. It's always hit or miss here with Squid. Here we go. There's one. Kind of hard to see without the night vision scope. Just take a trot for me. There's no need to sprint. You're not getting shot at. Don't worry. Beautiful. And the zone should have vanished. Yes, that's not because of hunting pressure. That's just simply because there's no more animals left in it. Okay, here's our female. And here's the male. 11.29. 14.05 is diamond. Other than that, my friends, really the only way to spawn yourself that great one is just to keep shooting. Keep the motivation up, my friends. That's what I tell every single one of my viewers. Every single person that's just starting to get into grinding. The fox grind doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard so far. It's probably, oh, well, we're leaving the reserve. That's just great. We're going to have to place the 10 up here then. It's probably just going to be quite time consuming, considering that we're going to have to rotate through a bunch of different drink zones. It's probably going to take several rotations right at first just to get through all the different drink zones. Let me know down below, guys, if you have any pointers or anything for the fox grind. I would definitely like to know. Anything that could potentially make the grind easier, just let me know down below. Join the Discord server. My name is Squid. This is Squidster, and we'll see you later. Peace.